Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the Papa Joe Show, where Papa Joe knows. I am your host, Papa Joe. It has been a very interesting day for me so far. Hopefully, it has been for you as well. Do me a favor, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and grab that little bell and tick it as well. So we want to be able to see whenever I go online and go live, just like we did today. So then again, basically just gives you the alert that we're here, we're live. Not every show, not every channel does a live show, but we like to do live shows here. The reason I like to do the live shows is because I like to have conversation with folks in chat. At the same time, I also want to be real with everybody. That's the whole point of doing live conversations. Is I really just want to have a conversation and enjoy talking to you all at the same time. Sorry for the late start here today. Part of the reason is my kids had a ballet recital, and I used my camera for it. It's a really cool camera, by the way. I can live stream from anywhere with it, which is amazing, actually. So they had their recital, and they needed someone to record everything, and I have the equipment, so I went and took care of that. So part of that is I have to reconfigure it to be able to work to do that versus doing this. So I had yesterday it was fine, and today for whatever reason it reverted back to the settings I had yesterday. So I had to basically factory reset it and then reconfigure it real fast right for the show. So fun times, and that's one of the fun things about going live, right? So we enjoy doing this here. So if you are watching live, whatever platform you are watching, go ahead and comment in the chat or on the video, wherever you're watching from. It lets me know whoever's watching. I know most of you, and would love to say at least hey to you. That'd be fantastic. Also, programming notes for today. The Patreon show, which you see scrolling on the bottom of the screen and linked in the description of the channel. Today, I will most likely not have one. The reason being is because I'm going to do, pretty sure we're going to record. But myself, Rice TVX, Bitcoin Ben, Davy Daddy, Litecoin Leader, and if I can, Ken Bozak. Still haven't heard back from him. Ken, if you're watching, hey buddy, I'd love it if you'd show up. That'd be great. We're going to talk over Shitcoin conference, and that is one thing. And really next week, the entire everything that's going on there. Those of you who do not know, I am going to see if I can pull it up here. Myself, Bitcoin Ben, Rice TVX, we're all going down to Miami for two conferences, technically. And we are going to look into doing that as well. I will not, however, be at Bitcoin Ben's event this weekend. With my schedule and things like that, I have to pick and choose what I can do. The only reason I'm doing two next week is because it's just they're right there next to each other and they're back to back. So for me, I have to be very careful with the amount of time I use and where I dedicate. So those of you, I've been to Bitcoin Ben's event many, many times. I love Ben and I still support everything he's doing. But I can't be at both places at both times, kind of thing. So needed to make sure to take care of those different things. So accordingly. So Bitcoin 2022 is going to be in Miami. It's going to be a fantastic, lots of really cool speakers. You've got the president of El Salvador. You've got Michael Saylor. You've got some really, really big type of people. Y'all know who Kathy Woods is. You know who Kathy or Cynthia Loomis is, right? Yeah. You know who Pompliano is, Anthony Pompliano. You know who Peter Thiel is. So those are just some of the speakers, right? So those are some of their highlights, if you will. Let's see, who else do we have here? There's a lot of, they've been adding more and more people every single day. They have a ton of folks in here. I could probably actually throw in there and see what they would do. Let me come in there. I don't know if they would, but it would be interesting if they'd let me do that. Let's see, who else do we have in here? There's tons of other people. CEO of Blockstream, you'll know Adam Black, right? So there's a lot of people in here that are going to be speaking and part of that conference. Bitcoin 2022 is a maxi conference for what it's worth. When I say maxi, they are they love Bitcoin and Bitcoin only. Now, I know some of them don't. I know some of them have other stuff and that they do other things. So, but like I said, this list is long and it is really a lot of interesting people in here. These are CEOs, directors of technology. You got Greg Foss. I know him. I've met him, spent some time with him. I'm pretty sure Mark Moss is in here somewhere as well. If I passed him, sorry. So as I continue to scroll, there are tons and tons and tons of people in here that we all have seen throughout the years, and it continues to daggum go. So, but over here at Shitcoin Conference, right? So you've got Kim Bozak, you've got Steam Crypto, you've got Bitcoin Ben, you've got Rice Crypto, Rafael Laverda, Litecoin Leader, me. Got a bunch of different other speakers as well. And then Bitcoin Ben is sponsoring, I'm sponsoring, stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. If you're going to be in the area, pop over and say, hey, love to say hi to you, love to see you, and spend some time with you. So the reason we're not doing the Patreon show this afternoon, full circle here, is we're going to record and talk about Shitcoin conference and have some fun with that. So we will I'll let you all know when that goes live and whatnot. 5x5 real quick. I'm getting a signal here saying that I do not have a good internet connection, and y'all let me know if you can hear me one way or the other, or see me. Did it go down? Do I need to re-upload the video later? Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me? 5x5 in the chat. Say one. Well, we'll just continue here. All right. So if you're not part of the Patreon, you should join. We talk about really interesting things there. Sometimes heavy topics, sometimes hard to digest topics, sometimes things that I just can't say out on this channel. Otherwise, it will get removed. So do me a favor. Go ahead and subscribe over there. It's $5 a month. It's not a lot. At the end of the day, it really isn't. I wish I didn't have to put it behind a daggone paywall. The only way you can keep the videos up and make it available for everybody is to do that. So if you're not part of it, beginning of the month is right around the corner. Jump in. Would greatly appreciate it. All right. So if you haven't said hey yet, you really should. Cause what's up, Lithia? How's it going? Good morning. Good to see you. Kim, what's going on? Appreciate you being here. Marky, what's going on? How are you? It's good to see you. I got Clint Westwood. What's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Not imaginative. How's it going? Appreciate you being here. What's going on, John? How are you? Blessings to you, my friend, as well. And John, well, we got two Johns. We got John Gibson. We got John Wilkinson. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are you doing today? Rick, what's up, brother? How you doing? Appreciate you being here. And we've got Trinity Man. What's up, man? How are you? It's good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Who we got here? We got Johnny. What's going on? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I know, Marky, I won't be there. I'm sorry. I gotta pick one choose now at this point. So it's one of those things where I've started getting into these circles. The people at the other conferences or people over the years that I've interacted with online in the messaging forums, it's just some random number that I put in as my username just to keep myself anonymous. And well, we will now I'm going to start spending some time around those crowds, mainly because I really want to start building this stuff out for people, and that's kind of what we're kind of working towards. So anyways, I've got Tom. What's up, brother? It's good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. All right. So let's jump in and take a look at the charts today, see what's going on. As we all know, we jumped up above 48,000, which is beautiful, and it kind of got smacked back down a little bit today. But I've got a really, really interesting feeling that it probably will get above 50 again, and then maybe kind of have a moment to sit, and then it will continue to run. So I could not find the article for whatever reason. It evaded me to not find it, but there are companies out there. Oh, wait, it had to do with Luna, Terra. They're trying to make Terra backed by Bitcoin. So they're going to buy, I think, $100 and something million a day or something like that until they get to $10 billion to back their coin with Bitcoin. So that's pretty cool concept. We actually talked about that, I think, on the Patreon yesterday, where you're going to start to see cryptocurrencies being a reserve currency. I thought it was the regular show. I don't remember. My days and shows run together, guys and gals. It really just, it runs together. So, yeah, fun times for sure. We see here, okay, what do we got? We got the Dow that's up, actually. That's a weird looking gap. They're really manipulating that thing. I thought the Fed was going to stop buying stocks. I thought they were going to stop propping it up. I thought that was what was going to happen. S&P looks like gold got ticked down, but it rebounded. Really interesting how that works out that way, right? Divvy looks like it's kind of having a little bit of a run. Not a bad thing. Oh, forgot about silver. Silver, same thing. Silver got slammed and then it's right back up. Guys and gals, y'all know that these are paper, right? These numbers are paper numbers. Buying the real thing is kind of a thing to do. Not financial advice there, but you might want to think about it. Just saying. Then we got Divvy. We got Ethereum. Ethereum is up nicely as well. Let's not forget about Ethereum. What else we got down here? Who else we got? We got Matic. Matic is having fun as well. It got slammed down too. But as you can see, I think we're going to see some really good runs here, people. Really good runs. We got Bitcoin Cash. It is interesting. I don't even know if I have that one anymore. So let's take a look at what we're going to talk about today. So taxes, huh? More taxes. So it's tax season. They want to tax people more. I got a really interesting question for you folks. I'm going to switch over here for a second. Really interesting question for you folks. Show of hands that if they can print unlimited money, why in the world are you paying taxes? Why are we paying taxes? You're paying taxes to pay the interest on the debt that the stupid federal government has gone to borrow. So here's how it works in a nutshell. All right. Here's how it works. We have a Congress. They put a bill forward. Their budgets, right? Their budget, their debt ceilings, things like that. Okay. They come in and they write that bill, let's say whatever the money is. So they're supposed to go to the Treasury to ask for that money. No. They don't do that. They go to the Federal Reserve. Say, hey, we need this money. Federal Reserve says, okay, it's going to cost you this much in interest. Federal government says, cool, we're not going to worry about it. Taxpayers are going to do it. You know why? Because the taxpayers are the people who are the collateral for that debt. They then go spend that debt on whatever they're going to do. Their salaries, one, the military, the roads, the bridges, the things that your taxes are supposed to pay for, but they don't. No, your taxes go to pay the interest on the debt that they accumulate and use to spend and do the things that they want to do. Basically, it's this constant turning wheel of things that take place. That's how this works, the system that works. That's why crypto is so important. That's why Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum and these other blockchains are very important for us to be able to start building and taking care of and taking advantage of doing these things. Okay. I find it absolutely incredible and amazing to be a part of this time in history. We get to start building the world of tomorrow when it comes to our monetary system, to the point to where they're actually trying very, very hard to create their own cryptocurrencies that you will be forced to use or whatever, that everything will be legal tender in, because they want to be able to control what you do. That's what they're going to end up doing. They're going to be able to track everything you do with it. That's why Bitcoin and Litecoin and other coins are going to be the major type of currency in the not too far future. Governments around the world are already looking at Bitcoin as reserve currencies. Okay. The reason they're doing that, they have a basket, if you will, of currencies, and they're going to put Bitcoin in there now. They already are. Is because it completely removes and negates the ability of the Federal Reserve, central banks, to print it into oblivion, to steal from you with inflation, as they have done this time recently. Home prices are up. Groceries are up. Food that you can grow in your garden, the seeds to do so, are going up. It's insane. not imaginative. That is a good question. Why haven't we seen much movement with Litecoin? Very interesting question. Litecoin is about to make some very, very big moves. Just like Divi is about to make a very, very big move. The reason why Divi, Litecoin, coins like that, the reason they're slower to take I guess, effect primarily is because, in my opinion, they build a real foundation. They build a foundation that cannot be destroyed easily. So they're building out what's going to take place. Go look at what Litecoin's been doing with AMP. That partnership's very, very unique and very interesting. Go look at what they've been doing with their privacy features, things like that. That is also very, very interesting. You guys and gals need to understand that these foundations are being built for a reason, and it takes time to do that. When it's done, there's not really a way to stop it. That's why we love Divi on the show. That's why we love Litecoin on the show. That's why we love Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a good, solid foundation type of environment. It really is. Okay, lots of these are. That's part of the reason. One of some of the stuff I am going to be speaking about at Bitcoin is that hey, Bitcoin's great, and there's a place for it. It's important, but in the Maxi's point of view, everything but Bitcoin is a shitcoin. I have literally heard some of them actually say that, and they don't seem to understand that Bitcoin uses the same technology that these shitcoins use, and they don't understand that these shitcoins are the new economy of tomorrow, that their business is building solutions out. Okay, I'm all about that. Let's go build it, build that out, take it, take it and run with it. Okay, build those businesses, build those blockchains, build the decentralized and distributed systems of tomorrow that have no third-party needs, because blockchain is a trustless, regulated system. So, I was going to talk about taxes because on top of everything else that's going on, part of the reason why blockchain and crypto is so important, to me at least, stuff like this. U.S. Treasury refines proposal to enforce a 15% global minimum corporate tax. So you're going to do a minimum of 15% on everything you earn. So you will have to pay 15% of everything you earn. So the U.S. Treasury on Monday proposed a new mechanism to comply with and enforce a 15% global corporate minimum tax agreed to last year by 136 countries, partially by denying deductions for taxes paid in jurisdictions with lower rates. The new undertaxed profits rule proposed by Flashbang for fiscal year 2023 budget, would replace the current U.S.-based erosion abuse tax, the BEAT. I have never even heard of that, but whatever. With a new system that would act as a top-up tax, whatever that means, to ensure that to ensure that multinational corporations pay an effective tax rate of at least 15%, the Treasury said in a budget documents released on Monday. You don't say. So now they're going to do this globally. They're going to make sure that everyone pays at least 15%. Instead of enjoying the loopholes, they're going to remove all the loopholes and say, yeah, you still owe us 15%. This is nuts, people. More. I got more. Look. Biden's budget proposes, or Flashbang's budget proposes, a tax hike on married filers making more than $450,000. Now, this is places people in different regions don't make that much. Married file jointly, they don't make that much, but there are places and regions where they make that much and more. So they want to take a 30% jump. They want to take a jump from 37% to 39.6%. So just under 40%. Just under 40%. So you're going to lose 40% of your $450,000. That's a lot of money, people. Why work if you're going to make that much or more? Why make more when you're going to, if you hit that mark, you will literally lose just 40% of your money. To work up to that mark and then don't make any more, basically, is what they're saying. And then people will play that game and then they'll drop it down. And then they'll drop it down and then they'll drop it down. They want your money. It's disgusting. Flashbang releases I'm saying it's because they don't know what he is or who he is or anything anymore. 2023 federal budget request on Monday, calling to hike the top marginal income tax rate up to about 40%. It was floated by the administration last year. The higher rates applied to married couples filing together at a taxable income of over $450,000. Heads of households above 425, single filers making more than $400, and $225,000 for married taxpayers filing separately. Interesting. They want to, if you're filing separately, they want to make sure that you don't hit that threshold. Oh, good grief, people. They want to tax everything you have. They already do. They tax you when you die. They tax you when you buy a house, when you sell a house. They tax you whenever you buy groceries, when you buy gas. They tax you when you buy tires. When you buy a car. They tax every freaking thing you do is taxed. Everything. This is why crypto is so important, and this is why crypto scares the crap out of them. They can't force a tax on something they do not own or control. They can't. If enacted, the change may hit higher earners beginning on December 31st, 2022, and income thresholds may adjust for inflation after 2023. People, it's going to get crazy. It's going to start hurting. Now, on top of all of that, you're just adding more fuel to the fire. You know what I mean? They're adding more fuel to the fire. Are we ready for the coming spat of debt crises? So here's even more of a problem, right? They got to take more of your money so they can pay the interest on the debt, so that way it kind of, stops bleeding, so to speak. No. Wanted to point out down here at the very, very bottom here. These crises, should they occur, would play out in a transformed landscape. 30 years ago, developing economies owed most of the foreign debt to governments, official bilateral creditors, nearly all of whom were members of the Paris Club. Not so today. At the end of 2020, low and middle income economies owed 5 times as much to commercial creditors, like the Federal Reserve, as they did in the bilateral creditors. This year, of the nearly $53 billion that low-income countries would need to make in debt service payments. They have to also. Back up. Not only does our federal government go and borrow money, but other governments borrow money from our Federal Reserve as well, and they owe money to them as well. They owe interest payments on those as well. So those interest rates that they just raised, 0.25, that they're going to start doing. They're going to really start ramping up the next time around. Oh. Where was I? So they owe 53 on their public and publicly guaranteed debt. Just $5 billion will go to the Paris Club creditors. Much of the debt developing economies, moreover, now involves variable interest rates, meaning they could rise almost as suddenly as rates on credit card debt. Basically, they're screwed. Can anyone say Q having Bitcoin in the coffers for these governments following El Salvador's example? Can anyone say that's going to happen? Yeah, I think that's going to happen. I'm excited to see that happen. Yeah. Fun times. So this new bill that they're trying to put forward is going to launch a large-scale test of digital dollars. So get ready for it, people. The CBDCs are coming. whatever U.S. lawmaker has proposed a large-scale trial of government-backed digital current cash. Government-backed? Well, I hear water dripping in my basement. That's not good. Hey, babe, if you're watching, whatever, you mean something's going on upstairs. Hang on, I need to ping her real quick. That's not good. Someone probably spilled something. Right. Sometimes when the those accidentally spill something, it gets into it. Anyways, whatever. It happens, right? Oh, fun times. Okay, so let's see. The government-backed digital cash. That is going to be very interesting. Are they backing anything now? Is the dollar backed by anything now? The good faith and credit of the United States, blah blah blah. Oh, yeah, something did spill. All right, babe. Sorry. I'll come help you in that in a few minutes, I guess. All right, cool. So the Electronic Currency Secure Hardware eCash Act. Secure hardware? Introduced by Representative Stephen Lynch, a Democrat, would direct the Secretary of Treasury to publicly test an electronic version of the US dollar. While the bill's odds of passing likely remain low, it demonstrates government's increasing interest in launching alternative cryptocurrency. Now, we, the people who have been in the Bitcoin space for so long, are the vast majority of the people who use the digital Bitcoin. Okay. Now, putting it into perspective, this is going to be very, very unique whenever they launch this stuff and it falls flat on its face. People don't want any more control in their lives than they already have, and we get it. Those of us who've been in the Bitcoin and crypto related space for as long as we have, like I've been in this since late 2011. I was one of the earlier miners. A lot of my regulars, y'all know that. I can tell you right now, the vast majority of people will not put up with something like that. It shows adoption. Great. Fantastic. Appreciate it. But you're going to have to adopt Bitcoin. You're going to have to adopt Litecoin. You're not going to be adopting this crap that you're building. It's not going to be anything different than what they're doing now. I can tell you right now, all of the banking systems, they've already changed their backends. They've already adjusted what they're going to be doing on the back end of all this. Looking through here. I always like to follow up with the chat, fun stuff. So yeah, this is going to be really, really interesting. All this is taking place at the same time. So a little bit of a pivot here, kind of went in on a high note. Who knows about Ethereum's merge? So they're going to merge Ethereum 2.0 with Ethereum 1.0. So they're going to actually force this to take place now. So they tried for a long time to actually go in and let people go onto Ethereum 2.0 on their own, but now no longer will they be doing that. By the end of June, the biggest news in crypto today, according to Ran Neunier, founder of the host of the Crypto Banter, co-founder of Crypto Trader, and CEO of On-Chain Capital, says that the merge is expected to launch by the end of June and is the biggest news in crypto today. Developers have successfully tested the merge of Ethereum's proof of work and proof of stake chains, which will allow either staking to generate yields of up to 10% or up to 10% to 15% according to experts. Importantly, if you got 15% returns on your Ethereum, that's pretty cool. Importantly, the merge will reduce Ethereum's carbon footprint significantly, Neuner told Michelle McCory, I guess that's how you say her name, editor-in-chief of Kitco News. Proof of work is very high electricity consumption, very high equipment consumption, maybe mining cryptocurrencies or way of mining cryptocurrencies or providing transactions. So there is a place for proof of work. There is a place for proof of stake. They're both valuable. Proof of work is like mining the actual gold and silver out of the ground. It actually requires something to happen. It's important. There is a place for it. Yes, it does cost a lot of electricity, but people haven't thought of the appropriate ways to do the electricity. As I said, was an earlier miner. I am maybe working on something that would make sense for mining. Maybe. To continue mining. And once it is, I'm not telling anyone what it is, but once it comes, once we flesh everything out, it it will end up being something that will most likely be widely used. The reason being is because of what it is. So, and it will be one of those. Anyways, I can't wait to tell you all about it. We'll see what happens though. I got a long journey of making it happen, but we'll figure it out. Lots of coffee. Lots of coffee. Anyways, we'll go ahead and cut it there, folks. As I mentioned before, there will be no Patreon show today. I'll be talking to let's see, Divvy Daddy, Litecoin Leader, Bitcoin Ben, and Rice Crypto, Rice TVX. These gentlemen, and I hope I can get Ken Bozak on. We'll see. I don't know. He's very, 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 very busy. So, anyways, you all have a wonderful, blessed, and beautiful day. I will see you all tomorrow for the regular show, and be on the lookout for the launch of that video that we do this afternoon. I'll talk to you later.